Just a simple reminder from the universe to everyone today to experience your feelings and emotions, live them, own them, extrapolate all of the information that you possibly can from them. Encounter them, feel them, live them, breathe them, but only in the moment, because your emotions and feelings are only temporary energies that belong in temporary dimensions. They by no means are meant to be held on for any long duration of time other than the moment that they were encountered and experienced in. In other words, if you have a negative situation that generates negative emotions and negative feelings, feel them, own them, learn from them, so they can allow you to grow and expand and progress and change and transform. But the problem that people more often than not encounter with feelings and emotions is they get hung up on them. And then in that moment, you get chained to that experience that generated those feelings and emotions. So then you become tethered to that energy. Then you become stuck. Then you become sedentary. And your energy pools begin to stagnate. And they become septic, another form of detritus. And then you find yourself reliving these experiences over and over again to ad nauseum like a broken record. The universe allows us to have these feelings and emotions so we can experience them on a temporary basis, so we can apply those lessons to the next chapter or next evolutionary step or phase or level or progressive area of our life other than the one we're currently living in. I myself have had this same situation, so I speak from experience. I, just like you, I'm a work in progress. By no means am I trying to come off like I've got this all figured out, because if somebody's telling you that, they are lying to your face. So this video is real short. It's just a reminder, don't get hung up on those feelings or emotions that chain you to your past or a bad experience or something or someone. You know, you get hung up on these things. Then it starts to build like sedentary pools of energy. Stagnation occurs. There's no growth. Everything starts to wither away, become desiccated, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, physically, and otherwise. You just get hung up on these things or these people, and you cling to them. It's like you can't let go. You have to learn to just release. Focus and live in the moment. This is where the fundamental law of conscious physical detachment. You are consciously detaching from the physical as you move through this experience called life on earth. So whenever you encounter an experience, allow the feelings and emotions that are affixed to the energy wavelengths of that experience to assimilate into your aura, into your soul, into your heart. Feel them, live them. What can they teach me? That's what you should be asking yourself. Whatever they are, if they're happy, joyful, hurtful, sorrow, pain, misery, suffering, whatever, allow them to run the gamut on you. You have to experience all of it, or else you're never going to truly evolve. First, things are created, and then they evolve. First, there is creation, and there is evolution. And that's where change and transformation comes from. Nothing stays the same. Nothing. The wind never stays the same, because the sky never grows stale. Because the wind's always moving. It's churning. It's stirring itself, preventing itself from becoming stagnant and sedentary. Look at the ocean. The ocean doesn't stand still. It moves. Currents move in a multitude of directions simultaneously. It's a churning, like a cauldron, but it's done so it doesn't stagnate. It's filtering and processing energies at such an alarming rate, yet at the same time, it's moving because of the winds, because of the moon, the magnetic pull of the moon, the lunar tides, they rise and fall. It's a beautiful process. Everything is happening in real time, in the moment. And then it moves on to something else and transforms into a different shape and form. So the essence of this message today is, don't allow yourself to cling to any experience from the past. What can these feelings and emotions teach you? Allow that experience to offer you that temporary resolution or insight or wisdom or not, whatever it is you're going to extrapolate from it or derive from it or take from it or whatever your intentions are. But then, when you've reached the terminus of how far those feelings and emotions can go or how far they can take you, release them. and move on. Because if you don't, you're basically chaining yourself to the past of that experience that no longer exists within the current reality that you're transpiring in. So good feeling, good thoughts, good life, good food, good atmosphere, good people, good energies, you know? It's that way for a reason, because you don't stay the same. Everything changes. The inevitable and eventual reality of life is all things must change at some point or another. For the people who do not change, they will fall behind. They'll get stuck in their comfort zone and they'll wither away and they'll just perish. At some form or other, at some point, they do reach a terminus. They're incapable of moving on because they just don't see beyond the limitations and confines of their mortal material restrictions that they have placed on themselves. That's past life self-abuse. For some reason or another, they feel this incessant need to continually punish themselves by getting locked into these experiences that have transpired long ago. And these experiences have with them feelings and emotions, thoughts, ideas, visions, dreams, whatever it is. Not just feelings and emotions, it's everything. Everything is temporary. Your thoughts carry with it temporary dimensions. Your contemplations, your ponderances, ideas, intentions, visions, dreams, actions, your behaviors, your character, your personality, your idiosyncrasies, your traits, your habits, your feelings, your emotions, your energies, your frequencies, everything has a certain dimension that is attached to that specific energy, which in itself corresponds to whatever fundamental element is going to bring you the lesson. But if you get hung up on some really bad feelings and some really toxic emotions, then you're not going anywhere. You're going to stay stuck. So you got to release all that stuff. Whether somebody hurt you, broke your heart, you broke theirs, somebody let you down, they stole from you, they broke into your house, whatever you went through in your life, whatever that you've been through, somebody put you through, you put them through, you got to release that stuff and move on, or else you're just going to stay stuck. And then you're not going anywhere. Moving on means letting go, and that means releasing all your feelings and emotions that are affixed to those past experiences. They were never meant to be carried into this present moment. You did that, and you have to undo it. Problems are illusions, solutions are reality. This video is offering you a solution. If you don't choose to take it, you're going to stay stuck in that very same experience that happened so long ago. God bless.